My favorite memory of Wave would have to be ARC. I think it was so amazing watching people from all over campus just crowd into a room, like wondering what was going on or wondering what was happening, and we saw so many salvations and so many people, questioning what the relationship with God really looks like, and I think that was really encouraging to see.
My favorite memory from Wave was probably being able to watch one of my teammates come to know the Lord and then get to see her be baptized.
My favorite memory from Wave is honestly the first night I served. I was on lights, and it was just incredible to see behind the scenes of what goes on an average Tuesday night, and just incredible to see how many people were willing to serve the Lord and just serve the people around them. It was very, very encouraging, and how sweet everybody was to me with it being my first night.
My favorite memory of Wave was probably going to be the 2024 mission trip to Miami. I thought it was really special to be able to see everybody grow in their faith, as well as personally grow in my faith.
So my favorite memory at Wave is Spring Break Miami of 2023. Just being able to go out as a disciple and ensure Christ's love with others, and getting to do that with some of my closest friends.
My favorite memory from Wave was doing ARC at the amphitheater, or ARC night at Wave, and being a part of the production crew and just getting to help set that up and then just watch God move in that place was something that I will never forget in my time here.
My favorite memory at Wave happened last year on the day of prayer. I had a couple of friends come for the first time, and one of them was very moved by the prayer room and by the sermon, and right after the message ended, he said, "I need a Bible right now." So we left and we went to Walmart and we bought him a Bible.
My favorite memory from Wave is probably newcomer dinner when I got here freshman year. Emery had just been born, so that in itself was nuts. But then also, I got to meet friends like Eli Garcia and Shelby Griffin, and he had been shot by a firework, and we talked about Survivor the show, and Sellers made fun of me for in the movie Inception, and I don't know, that was just the first time that I felt oh, this is home.
My favorite memory at Wave has to be getting baptized in front of my friends and all my family and my teammates. It's been something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and just after coming to Wave for a while and just North Star in general, it just felt like the perfect time to do that.
Yeah, my favorite memory at Wave would have to be Survivor Weekend. I think it's such a great way to build community with one another, especially the late night talks and playing signs till 2 a.m. That weekend I made some really meaningful friendships that I still have to this day.
My favorite memory from Wave was the Denver trip we took last year for the mission trip. We did it as a Wave group, as a Wave community. There was a lot of sickness, a lot of illness that came along with it, but seeing God work through that group, even through the illness, was really cool. Really cool to see. A specific example was when we went to an individual refugee apartment. A lot of the refugee living that was over there, and we got to see the Lord work when we were talking to them about Jesus, providing them with food, supplies, medical stuff. It was really cool seeing the Lord work, them asking questions, us even speaking in their languages using Google Translate. It was really cool seeing the Lord work in those situations. Seeing those people turn their lives to Christ was really cool. So yeah, that was probably my favorite moment at Wave.
My favorite memory is definitely See You at the Ark from this year. I remember being in a worship set and then seeing this girl on the balcony of Ark just fully surrendered to God and just worshiping with all of her heart, and it was just so impactful for me and just made me feel, just so much love, and I just felt Jesus so much in that moment. Worshiping alongside 575 people was just amazing.
The Lord has moved in my life over the years in that He has been so kind and graceful, and even though college was had some pretty rough times where I was broken down and gracefully broken, He was close and near, and I lived out the verse where it goes, Jesus is close to the brokenhearted and He saves those whose spirits are crushed. And sometimes I had to be gracefully broken in order to be built up into the Spirit and really into who the Lord has called me to be.
Over the years since coming to Wave, God has transformed my life by His grace and given me a community that has been so edifying and encouraging and granted me friendships that I hope to keep for the rest of my life.
The way that God has moved in my life is just to show me to be thankful and to be patient with the little things.
I've seen God move in my life through the people He's put around me. Not just people who are already strong Christians, already live Christ-centered lives, but people who aren't Christ-centered or maybe are new to the faith. And just being able to interact with them and help bring them to church and watch God move in their life has been really special for me.
I would say I've grown in my relationship with the Lord in how to have a relationship with God as a friendship. I think especially before college and Wave, my relationship with the Lord was kind of more formal, and I thought I had to kind of meet Him in certain places specifically, but being in college, especially at Wave, I've learned how to have God just as a friend and how to have humor with Him and feel comforted with Him in times I'm alone. I know that, at least for me, college has definitely been kind of lonely at times, but learning how to have a relationship with God where it's more of Him as a friend and not just always a father or always something that I only have at church has been very impactful for my walk with Him.
Throughout my time at Wave, I've had a lot of really low lows, but throughout my time here, I've just met so many incredible people, and He's placed them in my life at exactly the time when I needed them most. I met all of my best friends through Wave and got introduced to the Wave community when I just really needed to see God. And I also got baptized here because it was the first place where I really felt like I had a community that was supporting me.
God has shown me the importance of a community around me, the importance of having family. I've been able to make lots of good friends that have grown with me spiritually and allowed me to grow spiritually together as well. Really, it's just made me a better person overall and made me less fearful for the challenges in life.
Something that I feel that I've grown in the past few years has been my love for ministry and the realization that that's what I want to do.
I struggle with anxiety, and He's just showed me how to have peace in situations that I normally wouldn't have had peace in, and just comfort in those moments where previously I didn't have that comfort and peace.
God has moved in my life by teaching me how to disciple to others. When I came into Kennesaw State University as a freshman, I struggled with depression, and my faith wasn't really that strong. But it took one person to disciple to me, to make an impact on me. And I set a goal for myself when I went into this ministry to love people and disciple greatly to other people. And I feel proud of what I've been able to accomplish here. I've been able to speak to people about their faith and their testimonies, and I'm glad to walk out of here knowing that I am able to change other people's lives.
I've noticed the most how He has just grown my heart for service. As servant leaders, we're given a role on a Tuesday night of what we're supposed to do, but I've been stretched to serve so much more outside of a Tuesday night, and I think that was most evident this past week doing the scripture of John all over KSU's pavement. It was just a really beautiful example of so many people getting together and just serving our campus at KSU.
I think God has moved in a really powerful way of just teaching me a lot of new things through people, just growing my love for Him and just showing that He's so much more than just learning about Him. He's like actively moving in my life, and just showing me love through people has just really been an impactful thing. And just like knowing that it's not all me, it's all God's plan, and He has a so much better plan than I could have ever imagined, and I just want to give it all to Him. So that's what He's been teaching me.
As the Father has sent me,
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 Even so, I am sending you.
even so, I am sending you.
Even so, I am sending you.
even so I am sending you. Even so I am sending you.
Even so, I'm sending you.
Even so, I am sending you.
Even so, I am sending you.
Wave, you are sent.
Wave, you're sent.
Wave, you are sent.
Wave, you are sent.
Wave, you are sent.
Wave, you're sent.
Wave, you're sent.
Wave, you are sent.